Hey y'all. Hey everybody. How y'all doing? Listen. Let me not sing listen. Because I don't want to have to give Beyoncé no credits. We have to talk about them credits later on today, honey. Beyonce cutting up and made it to the funny papers. But she cut up in the way that only she can. Baby, she cut up in a way that was silent but deadly. And we're going to talk about that in them good old funny papers. And in the meanwhile, we're going to get into these FNN updates. And before we do, I'm going to beg all of you lovely, lovely sisters of mine, if you would, please hit that like button. And as you know, we are simultaneously streaming in Twitch. So if you got two devices, two browsers, or two apps, streaming both and help your girl out. I sure appreciate it. And once you get to Twitch, make sure y'all following me now. And if you got Amazon Prime, you know what I'm saying, you can subscribe for free. And you'll get a crown by your name over there. So then you can have a crown by your name in two places. Ain't that something? How y'all doing? Let me greet everybody so we can get into this news. Oh, child, into these updates. Y'all, I was out the door and it's hot over here. And then I had a hot flash while I was out there in the heat. So I don't know if that means I'm like a twice baked potato, or I'm not sure how that equates in human terms, but that's what I'm doing right now. I'm over here schwitzing. Hey Jackie, how you doing? Queen Mermaid in the house. What's going on? Marilyn, my good sis is here. Hi sister, how are you? Love you. We got Toffee Mocha up in here. Hey sister, learning to love myself. Good to see you, Delicia. Hello. Hey D. I finally seen your inbox on Instagram. I'm glad that they got to you. Charles, how you been? Oh my God. Child, what you say? Good evening for you and afternoon for us. Well, good evening to you, Charles. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you're here. How you been doing? Hey, the real RJ, how are you? D. Marie, what's happening? Uh-oh, there go my sis, CC Miller. You back at work. I love it. I'm glad you're listening in. I'm glad you're here. We just glad to have you. We love you so much. Cool Gamer is in the house. Nacho Twins mama. Hello, gorgeous. We got my good sis, Lily, who I love so dearly. I'm so glad to see you. There's my Kia Coco Pop. How are you, Cheryl? Happy Tuesday to you. Patricia Walkeen, all the way from the 813. Glad to see you. How you doing, Modern Beauty? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Yes. Who else we got? Fly Gray Streak holding us down in Twitch land, and I sure appreciate that. That means a whole lot to me. Bless your heart. Need W. Hi, doll. Love you. Nisi Rose, the beautiful, the gorgeous, is here all the way from Canada. I am unique. How are you? Good to see you. That Cali girl, the girl with the beautiful smile, is in the building. We got Lala Chanel. Hey, DS. How you? Oh, learning to love myself. Thank you for holding us down in Twitch, girl. Hey, Miss Sparkle. Y'all, this our Mary Kay lady. Listen, if y'all need Mary Kay, I keep telling y'all. If you need Mary Kay, this lady right here is who y'all need to holler at. She got everything you need. She quick, she professional, she's efficient. And more importantly, she's our sister. So if y'all need some of that lip mask, y'all need that soft hand stuff, them satin hands, all that good stuff, man, holler at Miss Sparkle. Tracy Lashley, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. Yeah, it's hot out there, though. Hey, Deborah Randall, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. Uh-oh. Did I see Rochelle? There she go. Hey, Rochelle, how you doing? All right. I think I got everybody, y'all. But if anybody else comes in, you know what I'm going to ask you. If I don't greet them, please, you greet them. I'm going to try to catch everybody. But if I don't catch them, y'all catch them for me here. Please catch them for me. Don't let them get away. Let me make sure we got all our sisters real quick, because I don't want to lose nobody if I can help it. All right. Hold on. Okay. All right. So we in here. Show me 0517. Hey, sis, thank you for holding us down in Twitch land. I appreciate it. Child, the news is something else today. Y'all, these people trying to get us blowed off the map is what's going on. I don't know why they trying to get us killed, because clearly it ain't going to be them. It's going to be us. And I'm not sure why they doing what they doing. But since they doing it, we got to talk about it, unfortunately. Hey, Vanessa Comagate, how you doing, sister? All right. So anyhow, Oh no. So anyway, like I was saying, they literally are trying to get us in a whole lot of trouble that we can't get out of. And what's unfortunate is I'm concerned about us because we the folks that's, in harm's way. We don't have bunkers. We don't have the military to protect us. We don't have any underground shelters to go to. Jackie, thank you so much for holding us down in Twitch land. I appreciate it, sister. I truly appreciate you. But we don't have nowhere to go. And meanwhile, they steady provoking these people. So anyway, they say Pelosi is scheduled to go to Taiwan today. Now, I ain't seen no updates. Let me check and see if I can find a more recent update to find out whether this ignorant heifer actually is going through with this. Because, y'all, this don't look good. This don't look good at all. So she did arrive in Taiwan. China is enraged. They are pissed off. They already they had warplanes flying close to the median of the Taiwan Strait. This was earlier today. It was Tuesday for them quicker than everybody else. Hey, Lita. Yeah, she over there. I just seen it. Listen, yeah, she done landed. I got it. They saying that the people is pissed off. They had already flew warplanes over there. We had naval warships over there talking about they bracing for a violent reaction. Them people told you don't do this. So she arrived. I don't know. This is horrible. They done condemned this visit, and they disembarked from the Air Force transport plane in Songshan Airport in downtown Taipei after the nighttime landing on a flight from Malaysia. Oh, wow. This don't look good. Honey, this prompted a furious response from China at a time when international tensions are already elevated by Russia's invasion of Ukraine. China considers Taiwan part of its territory. Yeah, this is real disrespectful, y'all. And has never renounced using force to bring it under its control. And the U.S. called themselves warning China, against using this visit as a pretext for military action against Taiwan. Ain't no pretext. Listen, that's not our business. Why these people? Yeah, they did say so. So basically, at this point, whatever happened to Taiwan brought this on themselves. And Pelosi don't have no reason to be over there other than them darn chips. And mind you, Taiwan's quote-unquote president, Tai Sing-wen, gonna meet with Pelosi tomorrow morning. They're gonna have lunch together. I don't know. China's foreign ministry say they lodging a strong protest with the U.S. saying Pelosi visit damages peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait. It's been a severe impact on the political foundation of U.S.-China relations and seriously infringes on China's sovereignty and territorial integrity. So now, like I told y'all, them warplanes are already went in the Taiwan Strait before her arrival. Okay? And Chinese military has been put on high alert and will launch targeted military operations in response to Pelosi's visit, is what they saying. So let's see what comes down, because this don't look good. Kobe say Nancy pull up and she like, what you gonna do about it? Here's the problem. When they do something about it, whatever they do, the people in Taiwan are the ones that's gonna suffer. Nancy ain't studying about nothing but them darn chips. And the US is on some bull crap because now they sitting up talking about, in further provocations, talking about they considering limiting the shipments of American chip making equipment to make memory chip makers in China. So they really trying to mess with them on their money, and y'all know China do not play back their money. Hey, Dana Brown. No, that wasn't no smart move. What's up, Keisha? They don't care nothing about putting us in trouble. We the ones gonna suffer from this, not them. Hey, Mary Reeves, how you doing? This is crazy. So she can barely walk in them hills. She gonna be barely walking and get the cutting up before she get out of there. She better. I am unique. What are you saying? You talking about they didn't fly in China's airspace? Sis, make it make sense. They're saying Taiwan is one of the territories. If you went in Taiwan, you did go in China's airspace. Come on now. You got to catch up to what's really jumping. Okay, so let's put it in perspective. Y'all want to put it in perspective because you know I love to do those things. I love to put things in perspective. It makes me happy when I put things in perspective. Now, y'all know Hawaii was its own country. If you didn't, let me tell you. Hawaii was its own country. They had their own rulers. The last queen of Hawaii looked suspiciously like a sister. I mean, thick nose, kinky hair, big bodied and all. They went and took that island country that was its own country, called it territory of the US, and made it one of the 50 states. Now, how would it look if China said, well, we're going to meet with somebody who has elected themselves the president of Hawaii, and we coming into your airspace, America, because we said we want to meet with them because they want to be separate from you. And can we then say, you, hey, China, you came in American airspace, or do we say you didn't come in American airspace, you went in Hawaii airspace? Like, think about it. What if they did that with Puerto Rico, which was its own country, and then all of a sudden it's property of the U.S.? Or what if they did it in Guam, which is now property of the U.S.? Or what if they did it in the U.S. Virgin Islands, which is now property of the U.S.? Now, come on, let's keep it 100 now. Let's keep it 100. The U.S. is full of crap. They upholding their hegemony, and they're hypocrites as usual. If somebody did the same thing to them, they would consider it an act of war, and they would find it absolutely ridiculous for them same people to say, you better not act like it's an act of war and do nothing about it, because clearly they would. Clearly they would. Let's not pretend, folks. Hey, Jamie, what's up? Hey, Queen Me. So they trying to start a war. Couldn't do it with Putin, so now the Chinese, but the Asian, but what to the Asian hate bill? Child, please, that Asian hate bill wasn't nothing but an excuse not to pay Negroes. Y'all better catch up to it. And then made us the scapegoat for it because they know darn well we wasn't doing nothing to them Asian people. Them was clear people beating them up and stealing their stuff. We ain't touched them goddamn people. That was just an excuse not to pay Negroes what they owe us. That is all that was. They trying to start a problem because they know they owe them people $30 trillion. And I do mean they, because black folks ain't borrowed nothing. First of all, Chinese people don't even like black folks, and they wouldn't have never loaned us $30 trillion. They owe them people $30 trillion, and they don't want to pay. They also want to take over this chip making and trying to link up with Taiwan to get it done during these with all these little backdoor deals, which I pointed out during Good Afternoon Royals. Not just Pelosi, the fact that she went and had her husband sell off that NVIDIA stock, but then she running over there after Intel done got in bed with their chip maker in Taiwan. Now all of a sudden she got to go over there. You work in Congress, ma'am. You are working in the House of Representatives. What business do you have over there? You are a U.S. lawmaker. You make domestic policy. What the hell are you doing on an Asian tour? Other than that was your ploy to head to Taiwan where the money at. These people are trying their hardest to thrust us into active open war, and it's going to end up on our soil. Because just like I told y'all, they done sat up here and allowed the Chinese Communist Party to purchase all kind of fertile farmland over here. While everybody watching Bill Gates buy up all this farmland, the China Communist Party has also bought up over 200,000 acres of fertile farmland, some of which is suspiciously close to our military bases right here in this country. Meanwhile, they poking a bear and picking a fight with these people, that the people, regular folks who ain't borrowed $30 million, regular people who ain't got no money in NVIDIA, Intel, and none of the rest, we're the ones gonna have to bear the brunt of this mess. So I got to let y'all know it's high alert right now. We don't know what them people might do. And it's enough of them over here that all hell could break loose and we wouldn't even really be able to defend ourselves. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What the hell can we do? What can we do? Meanwhile, while they poking bears and picking fights, you got Putin over there. He the only one talking with some sense. And how jacked up is it when somebody is psychopathic, is Vladimir is the only person with good sense. When he's the voice of reason, everybody's in trouble. When Putin is the voice of reason, everybody's in trouble. I stand by that. DS, what you say, baby? And Pelosi wants to sit down and have lunch with some child. Look here, I ain't got time. I hope they put something in her food. I'm serious. Kids say, hey, y'all, I'm back. Say, what now? U.S. in a whole heap of trouble. Just leave us black folk out of this. We never put ourselves in the business. We don't. We ain't got nothing to do with none of this. But it's a whole lot of black folks that stand to suffer, that stand to suffer behind this mess that they pulling out. Behind this mess that they pulling, we all stand to suffer. Every one of us. Lala say Nancy and her cronies are part of all kinds of nefarious activities, and we pay the price. It's true. Hey, Keisha Hooks, we paying the price for this. Oh, we love you right back. Okay, but that's just speaking to everybody. Alita said, ain't that the truth? Putin is the voice of reason. I'm telling you, Putin sat over there, and they be mad with him because he be telling the truth. So Putin was like, first of all, if it's a nuclear war, don't nobody win, which is the facts. That stuff don't sit in one spot. It rides on the wind. Ain't nobody gonna win in that. Tom G say, have you seen the picture of her touchdown in Taiwan grinning away like a window liquor? Yes. Hey, Vita from Denver. Yes, honey. Sitting over there looking stupid, like she casket ready. Somebody ought to push her over and put a flower on the chest. This don't make no sense. But yeah, he said, don't nobody win in no such war. And he said, and no such war should ever be started. You know, they still trying to twist it. Hey, SS, I ain't see you slip in. Okay. Hold on, Vanessa. You say what now? Hold on. So you can really see how evil that woman is. Oh yeah, she evil. All of them evil, including that payee, that window liquor, that dependent y'all got in the White House. Hey, God's anointed daughter. Show is girl. It's beautiful for now. We're gonna see what happened next. But he ain't say nothing wrong. And they up there talking about, oh, this is in contrast to what he said. If y'all come over here bothering with me, and he was telling the US what I'm gonna do to you ain't never been done in recent history. And not in recent history, in the history of your country. That ain't got nothing to do with nuclear strikes. You don't know what that man can do. He might have some capabilities that he might not have to go nuclear to really slap your head. Unfortunately, we over here with these fools when he decided to go slapping heads. It don't make no sense. Lily say, you ain't never lied. Her eyes won't even blink. I'm telling you, that is Nosferatu. That is the undead. God darn it. Her daddy named Vlad too, Dracul. Alita say, oh, you greeting the people. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get all the comments. DS say, I wanted to push Pelosi like she was Carolyn. See, y'all ain't gonna let Carolyn make it. Carolyn told a lie 70 years ago, and Carolyn still got to hide out from y'all. It's terrible. Now let's talk about other stupid stuff that our country is doing. Hey, E. Davis, thank you for holding us down in Twitch, girl. Thank you. Yeah, you might want to update your passport. This is a good time to do it, ladies. It's a good time. And get your visas too. Get your visas in case you're going somewhere where you if you physical, go get it done now. Don't wait till the last minute, and then you're gonna be talking about I couldn't get an appointment for this, and then I couldn't get on the plane because I didn't have this and that. Just get all your stuff together. That's all I'm telling you. Or don't. Queen Me say, can he just take it on the White House only? We don't want no smoke. That's all I'm saying. But he ain't gonna do that because we talking about Putin. He ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that. And I'm gonna tell you what else they did that I feel like was reckless and stupid. So they went and killed what this man, now y'all know I'm finna mess the name up, so don't get me. Ayman al-Zawahiri. One of them people they say was an Al-Qaeda leader. Come to find out he a 71-year-old man who at one point was bin Laden's personal physician. So you kill a 71-year-old ex-doctor because you say he's part of Al-Qaeda, and you done did a drone strike in a residential area, And Biden's so stupid, he taking credit for that, talking about some, I authorized that strike. And he did not alert Taliban officials for he did that drone strike in their area, talking about a strike that was an attack in their area on their soil. Okay. And then he talking about justice has been delivered to a doctor and people around the world no longer need to fear. We wasn't scared of no 71-year-old doctor. Let me just say this for the record. I don't think I ever been scared of a 71-year-old doctor. Let me ask y'all in the have you ever been scared of a 71-year-old doctor? I done seen some scary doctors in my day in the horror movies, but I ain't never been scared of a 71-year-old doctor. And you celebrating killing another senior citizen with a whole drone attack in a residential area. They say he was over there in Kabul trying to reunite with his family, and you done murdered a 71-year-old doctor. Apparently, ex-doctor, he too old to practice, and unlike you, when he got too old to do his job, he sat out. And so you celebrating and taking credit. Y'all ain't never been scared of that. I've never been afraid of a 71-year-old doctor. So I've never had a 70-year-old doctor. I never had one. I've known a few. Quite a few, actually. These say not even a little bit. Not even a little. Say just using some old mess trying to distract us from the disaster here. I mean, it's a distraction, all right. Hey, one nurse Courtney, what's up, girl? It's a distraction, all right. I'm distracted long enough to ask you why the hell you celebrating murdering an old doctor. DS say only if he had a scalpel and trying to cut me. I'm not scared then because you probably got the shakes. Who you finna cut but yourself? I might be scared you gonna hurt yourself. Queen Me say he probably diagnosed Brandon with dementia and he didn't want the info to get out. And this is why I love y'all. Wait a minute. You say he probably had Brandon medical records. I'm done. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready. This is unbelievable. He really is over here celebrating murdering a 71-year-old doctor, not even considering the Taliban is not actually rational people. And you performing attacks on their soil, didn't make them aware that you was coming on their soil with the bull crap. You done and then attacked in a residential area to kill a senior citizen and an elderly doctor. And what happens if they decide now they finna pull some bull crap on American soil? Because you know they the kind to do it. And it ain't gonna be done diplomatically. At least when it come to Putin, you gonna know it's coming. You don't know what them fools will do. Be done strap somebody up with a backpack and put them on a subway or some bull crap. Ain't nobody got time for that. Then you know regular people finna suffer. How? Keisha say it's a distraction. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Updating my passport ASAP. You better. Kobe say Nancy Home Archbishop refused to give her communion. Good. Nancy went to the Vatican, went over his head and done it there. I say one thing about it. Her Archbishop back home must have been like Pontius Pilate. He say, look, if y'all do it, y'all do it. I'm not giving her no communion. You ain't supposed to give Satan no communion. Who does that? Lala says, so I guess taking away Geritol was out of the question. You had to go and unalive the man. Right. You could have just blocked off his Geritol and Metamucil. Hey, Brown Sugar, what's going on, girl? So your 68-year-old doctor give me medication for eyes, not skin. I don't know what that means. But yeah, he over there bragging because you don't went on them people's soil and murdered a senior citizen. Shame on you. Shame on you. Talking about he playing 9/11. How? How, sir? And he was the man doctor. So in between prescribing medication and checking for arthritis, he was saying, drop something over here. Really? Tom G. So I still can't believe it took him 20 years to track him down. Yeah, 20 years to track down and kill an old senior citizen in a residential. Shame on you. Hey, Helene Easley, how you doing, girl? I'm just like, y'all, these people are sick. These people are sick. Yes, I said Metamucil, because if you can't go to the bathroom, you are in dire straits, honey. You got to go to the toilet. If they block up your booty, oh, they done got you then. Oh, they done got you. They done got you. So that's all he had to do. Queen Mermaid, you over there in Twitch. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. So listen, that ain't all. So let's laugh about these here wheat prices before I tell y'all about y'all dirty CDC. Oh, the CDC is dirty. The CDC is dirty. Oh, they so dirty. But before we get to that, I'm going to tell you about the wheat prices. Oh, also, and yesterday, your White House announced they sending $550 million more. I told y'all they was giving money every month. It's going to be a direct deposit. Another $550 million to the Ukraine. Talking about security assistance package, more for ammo and stuff like that. Child boo. Then you got Zelensky. Oh, let me tell you about that clown. I swear he's so punchable. Talking about that nothing we give is going to be enough until the war is over and they win. Baby, ain't nobody finna pay for y'all forever. Ain't nobody paying for y'all forever. I hope Putin is successful and go ahead and wipe every last one of them out. Because if you know, dead people don't need no money. And I said it. You can tell, I don't care who you tell, I said it. Dead people don't need no money. Putin, make it snappy. Hurry up, get it done. You know, killing is what you do. You evil as hell too. Now go on, apply yourself, Smokey. Get this over with. Needs to say your bicycle boy just keep on losing. He does. That's what he does best. The real RJ said they act like they don't realize that the war is not always going to be somewhere else. Eventually, it's going to be on American soil. That's my point. And the people that start these wars are never the people that suffer. We don't need that. The American people ain't got nothing to do with it. Hey, Veronica said, and the story continues. They the most corrupt. They make the devil look like an angel. Well, that's their uncle. That's their uncle. Okay. Lala say he acting like a disgruntled baby mama. What you mean it's not enough? That's what he said. Well, it's true, Kobe. How many dead people you heard say, let me borrow $20? I'm gonna wait right here. I'm still waiting. Nobody. Ain't nobody ever heard a dead man asking for $20. Nobody. Because it's never happened to me. And I done been to my share of fumes. I done been to plenty fumes. I ain't seen not now person reach their hand out that box and say, let me hold $20. Hell, I ain't never even heard a dead man ask you to pay him back the money you owe him. Hell, once you dead, the debt canceled. I don't care if I did owe you $35 from the fish fry from 5 years ago. Once you gone, that's that. So the fact that you got the nerve, hey, African Violet, to be talking about no matter nothing you give is sufficient. It will never be enough until the war is over and we win. Well, guess what? I'm gonna need Putin to make it snappy. That's what I said, D. Marie. I'll wait right here. Nisa, not a whisper, not nothing. Because I ain't heard nothing. Tracy Lashes say, this is why I like your page. You're not afraid to speak your mind. At all, sis. At all. Yeah, I didn't vote to support them. I don't even know them. And last I checked, they don't like black people either. Look how they treated all them black folks, all them African people when it was time to evacuate. Jackie say, if they have, I need to wake up a few people. You ain't lying, because I know a couple people dropped dead before they paid me. Now, we can still transact with dead folks. I need to holler. Kids say, if a dead man asking me for 20, I'm going to question my own doggone life for a millisecond and then fly out of there like the symbol on the back of my Air Jordans. I know that's right. Right, once you gone, we square. Ain't no debt. Charge it to the game. So I need Putin to make it snappy. Get it done. You know, y'all been over there wiping people out a long time, Pootie. If anybody can get it done, you can. We believe in you. Apply yourself. But anyway, because I had to throw that in there. I couldn't believe he had the nerve. If y'all look it up online, you'll see it. Just Google Zelensky and what he had to say about, nothing we give them is not sufficient. Nothing we give is sufficient. We over here in debt. Our government officials are refusing to help the American people while funneling billions of dollars into your piece of crap country that was just being criticized for your human rights violations prior to this bull crap that bicycle boy done cooked up, or barnacle boy as Kia call him done cooked up. Now all of a sudden we funneling billions of dollars over there. Incidentally, after we need to hush them up about what all the crap Hunter done got into, Mr. Rock Bottom himself. Now nothing we give you is sufficient. You right. You sure right. That's right. Be all that you can be, Pootie. Be all that you can be. Apply yourself. We believe you can fly. Hell, didn't Patrice on P-Valley say she holds so you can fly, Pootie? Patrice, 27-piece Patrice, hold so you can fly. Pootie, go fly, okay? So the wheat prices done dropped, y'all. Wheat prices done dropped. Wheat is important because of bread and other things like that. So the wheat prices done dropped to their lowest prices in 5 months. Now, the first cargo ship, this one was carrying corn coming up out of the port of Odessa. That was on Monday. You know, after they signed that agreement over there in Istanbul. Hey, Yvette, how you doing, girl? Okay. Right, Vanessa. Treated African folks like garbage over there. Sure did, and I ain't gonna never forget it. Hell, I'm overweight. They told me an elephant never forgets, and neither do I. Neither do I. Hey, Nina Ross. Now all of a sudden black folk supposed to care about you. I care about you, all right. I care that you hurry up and get off this planet so we can stop sending money over there. Get up off the planet. Because clearly our government crooked, and they've been crooked. They're going to stay crooked. They're going to die like that. When they wake up in hell, they still going to be crooked. But if you go on, at least the money won't go to you. Okay? But the wheat price, so the ship done went out of Odessa. But this is what's funny. When it comes to the grain and stuff, right? How about the Ukraine already in trouble? Because apparently the grain that they got right now, it's 41% less than they even produced last year. They didn't even produce as much grain as they normally do. Thank you for being in Twitch, Miss Harris. Right. Dustish ingrates. Yes, I see. Y'all see that? Proper, that is proper and politically correct, dustish. And this is what I be telling y'all. See, dustish people come from all corners of the globe. There are dustish people in every country. Zelensky is a dustish Ukrainian. There's dustish people everywhere. But yes, he's a dustish ingrate. Him and his little funny looking wife. I mean, she looked like a weasel in the face, but I'm gonna leave her alone. You know, all she did was the wrong dude. And get on TV, and well, not TV, but get on a video in Congress to beg for more stuff, talking about babies. Hell, babies dying over here because we can't get no help in our own country. Talking about babies are dying. We don't listen. Hey, I don't really care that much about your babies. I'm gonna just be real with you. We got babies over here that need food. We got babies that can't afford gas. So I feel like we need to be worried about our own babies. Okay, Madam Weasel, your babies is none of our problems. Your babies are not our problem. You gonna work that out. Talk to God if you know him. He got you. Jesus paid it all, okay? But anyway, 41% less grain than they even produced last year. So now y'all good friends. Oh, there go my sister Renee. All right, she said, like this video, y'all. Thumbs up, thumbs up. DS say, but they want to feed everyone but the babies here. Yeah, because put a couple dollars over there to feed their children and look after their children, give them influence and control in other people's lands. They don't feel like they got to feed us because they feel like they already control us. So they ain't interested in us. They'll throw a couple of little ears of corn and some watered down grits and stuff over there because they want to control them people. Food as a weapon, period, point blank. But their good friend, the Ukraine, 41% less grain than last year due to that war over there. Never mind the fact, we suffering so bad. But they tell me that they over there in the nightclub in Kiev, they back in the nightclubs. The nightclubs is open, but we need to send money over there. That's the part what I don't like. How you asking us to send y'all money, you in a nightclub? It ain't nothing gonna be sufficient. Well, then shut the nightclub. Y'all wasting money. I feel like y'all need to go and pull yourself up by the bootstrap, because that's what they tell black people to do after they already had us starting at a deficit. Now pull yourself up by the bootstrap. So I need y'all to get the bootstrapping it. So now let me tell you. Wait. Before I go to that part, real quick. If you in the New York area, New York City area, New York State, Now, the New York Health Department is telling people to get their polio vaccines. Let me repeat. New York Health Department is telling people to get their polio vaccines. Yes, polio is on the comeback. Okay, they dropping all the hits. Polio is dropping a new mixtape in New York. They say they found polio virus in the wastewater, so they telling people to get your polio vaccine. So if you ain't had it, go get it. You know, the children still be getting it, but you know, if you grown and you ain't had one and you're in the New York area, I'm going to have to advise you that you might want to listen to them and go on and get your polio vaccine because they're not playing. Also on the real quick, the flood death number in Kentucky, I think they say it's up to 28 people they done found dead. Okay, they say Bicycle Boy got the Carnival 19 again. I don't know, maybe the death angel is like, well, let me try one more time. I don't think he really got it, to be honest. I think he just lying. Okay, just to make sure y'all know. And let me give y'all this right here. Let me give y'all this piece before we go to the CDC. I want to make sure we getting everything in before I go to that CDC story. So I don't know who lives in New Mexico or whether you got people there. I got a couple folks there, but New Mexico got a little problem. So the fire service, and I want to talk about it because this highlights the level of corruption and how bad our government is mistreating regular folks and their land grabs. Because y'all, I believe this is a land grab. This is a land grab, in my opinion, because nothing else makes sense. Let me tell y'all what's going on over there in New Mexico. Now, the U.S. Fire Service started a controlled fire. You know, they do control burns sometimes. And the purpose of a controlled burn, is to like burn off the brush in a controlled fashion. So that way, if a wildfire does break out, it has less vegetation that's dried up that it can consume and get out of control, right? Because we do them in Florida and different places that's got forests. Like y'all know, I was raised in Ocala. We got the Ocala National Forest. Sometimes they would do controlled burns. They'll see where it's like a dry area or whatever, and they'll burn off like the underbrush. So that way, you know, it'll be like a brake line. Like if anything happened, when it gets there, it won't be anything for it to really consume, and it'll be easier to get the fires under control. So that's the whole purpose of doing controlled burns. So the fire service over there in New Mexico decided they was going to set controlled burns. So apparently they set them, but they set more than one, and they had a series of mistakes. One of the control burns turned around and caught up with another one, and it got out of control. They made a series of mistakes, not one or two, a series of mistakes. End result, they burned down 432 houses and 530 square miles of land, and most of that land was privately owned forests and meadows. Okay, privately owned, and it was mainly by the Indo-Hispanic folks. You know what I'm saying? They say Indo-Hispanic, but natives, basically Native American people. And so I feel like they after that land. Now Biden went and visited over there, and gonna lie, and this was back in June. This just we done made it to August, so now month before last. But went over there in June to see all the damage and stuff, and he promised out his filthy mouth that they was gonna pay 100% of the damage. Because mind you, the U.S. Forest Service set them fires. Them people did not set the fire. This was not a naturally occurring fire. This was something that y'all set, and you made mistakes. Burnt down them people property. He went over there, seen the damage, promised to pay 100%. Now them people being told, well, you're going to have to pay 25% of the recovery costs. Now, one of the residents, he was like, why the hell I got to pay? I didn't set the fire. Y'all did. You set a fire. You made a mistake. You damaged property. You damaged land. You burnt down people's houses to cinders, to ashes. Now you telling them they got to pay 25% of the cost to recover what you damaged. Who does that? If I come burn down your house, I'm supposed to replace it. But I mean, I burned it down, but I'll only replace 75% of it. But you burnt down 100% of them people's houses. So yeah, they over there causing the disco inferno. And the satisfaction did not come in a chain reaction. Hey, Journey B, how you doing? That's all right, honey. We talks about everybody. You welcome to stay if you like. That's what they did one Nurse Courtney. Now they telling the people they got to pay 25%. Okay? But that ain't all. It gets more ridiculous. So now they're telling them to put your applications in. Get this. These people is living in tents, some of them on the burnt property, right next to their burnt down houses. Next to the ashes that used to be their houses, they're living in tents and campers. And they're being told to put in your application for help, for recovery, and we'll get to it in September. We done burnt down all your stuff because we basically want your land, is the way I'm seeing it. And you go in your application. Why do I have to apply for help? You burn it down, you come fix it. Burnt that, but you got billions of dollars to send over there to Ukraine, to them lying, stinking, miserable, genocidal, racist weasels. But you burnt down these people property, telling them to put in an application and wait till September. Oh, but that's not all. You would think that's the worst, but it never really is. Put it in. We'll get to it in September. And then we'll start helping you 6 to 12 months after that. Now, where the hell them people supposed to live while you getting to it? And then 6 to 12 months after you get to it, then you'll start rebuilding their stuff. Maybe. If they give you 25%. So what is that going to mean for them people? Y'all going to put a lien on their property and say that they owe you 25%, and if they can't pay it off, you just going to seize their land from them? Because that's what I see coming. That's what I see coming. Oh, America doing some dirty stuff. It's real funny, magically, 530 square miles of forest and meadows that's privately owned. Now you up here about to pull a land grab. Are y'all not seeing how evil these people are? And the fact that that filthy, half-dead, wrinkled, liver spot-covered mummy, he looked like powder just coming off him. He looked like he made out of old sour powder. He's so old and powdery, I believe he powders his own fingerprints. You ain't even got to dust for prints. Hey, Egypt. When I was looking into this story, I say, this is ridiculous. Lala said, it's like paying somebody that robbed your house. Precisely. Precisely. Kia say that's a whole hot mess. Won't look at it till September and then won't help till close to a year after that. Right. And then you got to give me 25%. My only question is it going to be, you got to give me 25% or else I won't get started fixing your stuff? And then I'm gonna offer a little while later to buy your property from you or claim eminent domain? Or are you gonna repair stuff and then turn around and say, oh, now I got a lien on your property, and if you don't mess around and then if you don't pay the money back, then we just gonna seize your property? But clearly this looks like a land grab to me. Yep, sounds like America to me too, Queen Me. Sounds just like America to me. Evil, clear people. Right. That's the question. Where's the coverage? But Google it. Google it. U.S. Fire Service start control fires in New Mexico. Just Google it. You can find it. It's out there. You just got to look for it. Lord, Vita is crazy. Vita say bad Casper. Not bad Casper. Just evil. Evil is as evil does. But I had to tell y'all about that before I tell you about your CDC, because they evil too. Oh, they evil. See, everything that your sister tried to tell y'all about them Carnival 19 jabs, the Carnival jabs. Remember I tried to tell y'all that they didn't test that stuff? Remember I tried to tell y'all it wasn't tested? Remember I tried to tell y'all they wasn't doing nothing but poisoning you? I told you. I told you. Oh, I told you. Now the truth is coming out. Now you know they did a Freedom of Information Act to make them release a lot of the documentation that they was trying to hide for 55 years. Why they wanted to keep it hidden for 55 years, I don't know. Possibly they were hoping that everybody that they poisoned who ends up dead or having problems would be dead by the time the paperwork came out. But thanks to the Freedom of Information Act, paperwork is out, and the CDC is still hiding certain information. They still don't want certain information to get out. And let's talk about what they hiding, and let's talk about maybe why they hiding it. Hey, King Sankara, how you doing, nephew? So listen. So the CDC got something called a VAERS, VAERS system. Now that's supposed to be the database for tracking adverse reactions to the jab from the carnival. Okay, so let me ask this, because see, this is where I be looking at my folks kind of crazy. This is why I look at us a little crazy, because we're too trusting of people that they have proven, people who have proven to hate us. And I don't know why we trust these people so much. They done told you in every way possible. They told you in every way they know how that they hate you. They've tried everything to wipe you out. They tried poison. They tried radiated milk. They tried giving people syphilis. They tried lynching. They tried imprisoning everybody. They've tried eugenically cleansing black folks in this country. Everything, and we still sitting around trusting our open enemies. These people don't even hide that they're your enemy. They open with it. And every time I turn around, it's a black person crying. They call me a nigga. Like, why is you crying? That's what they think of you. They don't like you. Who cries when their open enemies don't like them? Pay attention. Your brother got clots? Yeah, a lot of people did. And I'm finna talk about it. But I tried to tell people, and it wasn't just me. I'm not special. So a lot of people tried to tell y'all, don't trust them people. Hey, sweet beloved. Don't trust them. They ain't never cared about you being healthy. Why would they care now? They ran people out of their jobs. A lot of people weren't able to go back to their institutions. People who were professors 20 years had to vacate their positions. All kind of things they did to force people to take this stuff that was untested. And now the truth is bubbling to the top. Oh, yeah. Now, I talked about the fact, and some of y'all that's on my Patreon, you saw the video with a lady who worked at the FDA where they supposed to been doing the testing and stuff. She came out and admitted that phase 3 never took place. Phase 3 of the testing never took place at all. At all. Happened to a whole lot of folks, Lily. That's real, sis. I'm trying to tell you. So listen. Oh, listen, there's more. There's more sisters. There's more sisters. So let me ask you this. How many of y'all know about the VAERS system? VAERS. How many of you were told and given information about the VAERS system if you went and got that thing? How many of you were told about the VAERS system? Because they should have been telling you. How many people were told about it? How many of you know about it or familiar with it? And put what you know about it in the chat. Hey, Kimber. DS, you got question signs. So that sounds like nobody mentioned the VAERS system to you. I had to drink me something. Never heard about it. Read about it. Yeah, because they wasn't discussing it. Queen, me, you either, huh? Okay. So let's talk about it. Right, but did your doctor tell you? That's my question. Did your doctor tell you? Let's talk. So the VAERS system is a database for tracking. I mentioned that earlier. But a lot of the doctors weren't discussing it with people. They was just, passing out these jabs and letting people roll. They was giving them out for free. You could almost go anywhere in the world and get them for free. They're just giving them to you. King Sankara say it's a fool to trust they former slave masters and open oppressors. Yeah, but we got a lot of fools. We got a bunch of them. Nisi said detail all the negative reactions, but not all of them. No, ma'am. No, it did not. And I'm going to tell you exactly why it didn't. Right, Vanessa. But they didn't tell you. Now, that's what I'm talking about. The facts. So, get ready for this. Get ready. So, some people who were told were given information like what Nisi, had. That they thought it detailed all the negative reactions. It didn't. You never heard about it, D? Well, dig this. The only reactions that they were actually tracking was myocarditis, which is actually inflammation of the heart, blood clotting, and what they call other. What the hell is other? I don't know. I guess other was a catch-all. Other was a catch-all. Now you got watchdog groups, since the paperwork been forced to come out by the Freedom of Information Act, they asking for the names of the people who was in charge of these teams that was supposed to be watching this stuff. CDC is refusing to give up names. Now they claiming they protecting the employees' privacy. Bull crap. How you got privacy and you supposed to be working for the government? Ain't no such thing as no privacy. What brand of crack did you smoke? Ain't no privacy. Mind you, in the beginning, VAERS wasn't even tracking the myocarditis. They weren't. The inflammation of the heart. They weren't tracking that. Hazeline. The Pentagon. Ain't that something? The freaking Pentagon was the first ones to be tracking that. It wasn't even them. They were still denying that it was an issue. Just like they kept denying that women having irregular menstruation and men having problems with their reproductive organs was a problem. Now all of a sudden, Count Fauci, the count of lies, is saying, well, actually, we do need to look into, what's going on with women in irregular menstruation. This is after they lied about it, after they shut down people platforms for talking about it, after they blocked people off Twitter for talking about it, after they blocked people for even asking questions about it. Then a bunch of emails then came at y'all. I mean, a slew of emails then came out from this showing where the CDC was working with social media and big tech firms to control the narrative, to tell them basically what words they allowed people, they wanted people to be allowed to say. Yes, the Pentagon. Ain't that suspicious? Ain't that suspicious? That's why I be telling y'all, dig into stuff. Don't trust these people. Hell, don't even trust me. Dig for yourself. The information is out there if you go digging for it. Great goodness. So they basically was controlling what people could say, what people couldn't say, even stuff that was the God heaven truth. They didn't want it told. Then they was holding BOLO meetings, be on the lookout meetings, so the CDC could tell them what they didn't want people to say. And this was on a regular basis. These BOLO meetings, not the stripper, to be on the lookout. Tom G say, crazy how privacy comes before public health and safety. Right. I feel like they don't want them people brought out, and they don't want to answer no questions because they know that they didn't test that stuff. They knew it had all them adverse reactions. They knew couldn't nobody talk about it. It was a whole congressional panel that was held, and people was testifying. There was a channel right here on YouTube that all they did was post that congressional hearing. It was a hearing in front of Congress, and that entire channel was shut down. King St. Carl said they definitely were shutting down platforms left and right. They were. All of us had to learn how to talk in code just to keep our channels if we were people who were telling the truth. Lala says they're trying to protect themselves. They don't want to be held accountable. Bingo. Hey, Antoinette. They don't want to be held accountable because they ran people out of jobs. They caused people to lose livelihoods. They caused people to lose licenses. Some of those guys that were driving trucks, they caused them to lose loads, to lose money. Hey, Shanika C. Hey, Dora. They don't want to have to be accountable for that. They don't want to have to be accountable for the people who actually lost their lives. They don't want to be accountable for people who may have now long-term health consequences, because not only did you force people to take it, it was coercion. I can't say blatant force, because if you got a choice, it's not blatant force, but it was definitely coercion. These are the same people pretending they care so much about your rights over your body, but they didn't care about the rights over your body when it came to that jab. Absolutely not. But now that it comes to abortion, we care about the rights to your body. No, you just need a platform to stand on because you hoping we don't vote you out. DS says, I raised Lazarus by your situation. So they started telling women and listened as a side effect. I said it was a hormone in it to do what it did. I mean, your doctor listened, but the country didn't. They didn't. They ain't care. Nisa said way too much damage has been done. Right. And they don't want to have to admit to it. Because not only did they coerce people and attack their finances and livelihoods and way of lives that they didn't want to take that freaking poison. Poison, I said it. they also gave these companies a sweetheart deal that they can't even be sued for the people that die. So if you lost a loved one to this bull crap, you can't even sue them. You can't do nothing. After they told you either do it or I'm gonna take your way to feed your family. If you die from it, you can't even sue. If you dead, your kids can't even sue and get money for wrongful death. Nothing. Untested, unproven. And we still had black folks standing in line to get poison. I ain't mad at them. I ain't judging them. It just hurt my feelings because it was a lot of real good people that really couldn't see the truth, and they stood there waiting in line to get poisoned. And a lot of them got all kind of symptoms right now from this crap. And what can be done? You can't even sue nobody. You can't even sue nobody. You can't do nothing. And now the cover-up begins. Now the cover-ups begin. Right, Tammy, life insurance policies have been affected also. It's true, health insurance on jobs too. Health insurance on jobs too. And then you had people in hospitals saying evil stuff like, oh, if they don't get the jab, I really don't want to treat them. For what? You want them to die because they didn't agree to take poison? Really, dog? This what we doing? And they really did. They worked with big tech to control the propaganda because that's what it was. All them lies they told about putting them stupid paper masks on. Then they had to come back later to say the crap really don't work. But we had black folks running around getting mad with other black people talking about, well, Master said you better put it on. Master said it's going to work. My thing is, I don't care what Master said. Use common sense. Something supposed to be so deadly that it can slip in your house through a locked door, steal the drawers off you. But that little piece of paper going to save your life. See, that's what I call not using common sense. But then again, my daddy told me common sense wasn't common. I should have listened. They were in bed so deep. VAERS, Shanika C. VAERS. I'm going to put it in the chat. Y'all know it take me a second. My slow butt. There you go, Shanika C. It's in the chat. But anyway, they was in bed with them so deep, child. Facebook gave the CDC $15 million in advertising credits. Oh, yeah, all them emails them came out, and they hiding everything they can. They hiding everything they can. I know it. Yep, exactly. And if you mess around, get sick, and end up dead, you can't work anyway. This is the bottom line. This is the bottom line. This is what we up against. This type of corruption. And now people sick and in trouble, and ain't nobody gonna answer for it. They gonna get away with it because they always do. They always do, because our people ain't gonna stand up and fight about nothing. They scared. They scared. They might have to bust a, they might have to bust a grape. They might have to actually break a sweat. Hey, Vanity. Yeah, I refuse to. I don't give a darn. I don't give a darn. You not putting no poison in my body. Y'all know I don't play with them witches and wizards. No way. I ain't got nothing for them. So anyway, real quick before we get to the funny papers, y'all, we got to pay attention. They're warning about something called a bullwhip effect when it comes to the supply chain. Okay? They're saying is them companies panic ordered goods to try to keep the shelves full when they were saying that they had a problem with the supply chain and couldn't keep stuff on the shelves. So they went and bought a whole bunch of stuff, just stocked up, right? Now, mind you, they got caught out by a downturn in demand while the shipments were still coming in. So basically what went on was they had ordered all this stuff because there was a shortage on the shelves due to the carnival crap that they planned, right? Then they turn around, inflation hit. Now people ain't buying as much stuff. Hey, Morgan's Musings. People ain't buying as much stuff. So now all the stuff that they bought is sitting in warehouses. Now the biggest warehouse in America, America's biggest warehouse, they say they're running out of room. They're running out of room. And they house for a lot of America's, for basically pretty much all the major U.S. retailers. Okay, furniture and other goods been packed. They done packed out the distribution centers east of Los Angeles. They say the merchandise keep flooding in, just keep flooding in, and they running out of room. They ain't really got nowhere to put it because of that bullwhip effect. Okay, and apparently they got a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Yep, very suspect. Hey, Cricket. Very suspect, Kobe. But yeah, so it's getting to be very, very interesting. Very interesting. So much so that the warehouse and distribution market stretching east from Los Angeles to the area known as the Inland Empire. Okay, it's just full. It's packed. And they saying they feeling the bullwhip, the sting of the bullwhip. So all that stuff is just packed in there. So I'm trying to see what's gonna happen. Because basically what they're saying is that the industrial corridor, and that they're saying it encompasses about 1.6 billion square feet. That's a lot of storage space, y'all. 1.6 billion square feet of storage space, and it extends from the U.S. seaport in L.A. almost all the way to the Arizona and Nevada borders. That's a lot of space, and it's about 44 times larger than New York Central Park, and 160 times bigger than Tesla's new factory in Texas. So it's huge, massive, and it's running out of space. So now let's see what's going to happen. Because the baby formula not coming from over there. The baby formula is being made right here in the U.S., and they stopped producing it. And what they had it stocked up down there at the border, and got mad at that congresswoman for taking video and proving that they had stocked up all that formula down there at the border for them illegal criminals that's breaking into the country. So right now, they in trouble. They about to be swamped. Retailers are sitting up holding unwanted goods. They like really they're gonna end up having to pay more money to store that stuff, or selling them at a discount. Now I want to see what they do. I want y'all to keep your eyes on this, and I'm telling you about it for a reason. Because if you start seeing prices go to dropping, that's why. But be aware, even if they drop them for a little while, it may only be just for a little while to get the pressure off. Just to get the pressure off. But the problem is, Tammy, it's not just food. It's not just food. It's all kinds of goods. Clothing mainly. This is actually more clothing than anything. More clothing items than anything. So if you start seeing a drop in stuff, understand that it may not be for long. Buy as much as you can when it drops. Watch the market. Y'all know I'm always telling you to keep your eye on the money. Lala say if they weren't on another type of bull, they wouldn't have to worry about the bull whip. Exactly. But they stay on that bull. Vanessa say facts, and they still have stuff sitting in the ports and containers because they running out of space. They ain't got no space. They trying to figure out what they going to do, Vanessa. The real RJ say, woo, I was confused for a second. I'm glad the bolo you speaking of is be on the lookout, not the stripper. Yes, not the stripper. Not the stripper, honey. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, but this don't look good. This don't look good. It went from empty shelves to now you ain't got nowhere to put that stuff at all. Renee said, I need 28 more likes, y'all. Can I get thumbs? Please, can I get thumbs? But anyway, y'all, let's get to the funny papers because they are funny today. They are funny today. Yeah, they ain't got nowhere to put it. So when the prices drop, I believe they're going to try to do it to make a run on people's money. Get what you need. Stock up on what you need. Absolutely do not put all of your money in their pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't run and give them all your money, but stock up on the stuff that you might need. Buy it a couple sizes bigger, so that way when the price, especially children stuff or stuff for your grandbabies, buy it a little bit bigger, buy enough, like the socks, the drawers, anything like that. Stock up on that type of stuff But don't, please, by all means, do not run and go get them people all your money. But wait for them, because they really not going to have a choice. Because even if they decide to just pay for extra storage, how much further can that go? Number one. And number two, even if they pay for storage, they're still going to cost them more money. So they release all those goods every holiday. Ma'am, this is not the same thing. It's no holidays release. This is the fact that they did a lot of what they call panic buying. When we had supply chain issues, they did a lot of panic buying to re-up and stock those shelves and get ready for people to be spending, because it was a huge demand. Now the demand is not there because of inflation. People are simply not spending the money. So this is a lot deeper than just releasing goods during the holiday. This is something that has not happened in a very long time. And not to this extent, I don't think ever. Black Cherry, hey girl. Yeah, please hit the like button. So the funniest thing just happened. Well, it didn't just happen, but it's funny enough that I'm finna talk about it. Child, Miss Beyoncé is tired of these people. She done had enough. And y'all know she don't talk. She talk every now and then. By the time she talk, people be shocked that she could talk. Baby, she speaks silently. She has got to be the loudest, quiet person I ever seen in my life. This child can say nothing. And she screams, y'all. She screams. And anyway, how about she done took that interpolation of Khaleesi's Milkshake completely off that album? Like it's gone. Not regular gone. Completely off that album. And I mean completely off that album. And now your name is off the credits. And everything is everything. Now you ain't got to worry about it. You got to be about dumb as I don't know what. You got to be dumb. You could at least had your name on the credits. You could have used that later, to your benefit. Like, oh my God. Now you all the way off the album. I guess Beyoncé says she's tired of y'all. Every time she turn around, it's a complaint. She is sick of y'all. And that's the end of that. Girl, yeah, I appreciate that battle too. That girl talk. She's quietly loud. I mean quietly loud, honey. It's no longer available on any streaming services. Baby, they went back, remastered that song, pulled your interpolation out. I don't even think nobody missed it. Re-released it. Your credit is gone. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, she should have kept her mouth shut, silly self. Trying to be relevant. All you got was erased. This is, ooh, child. That's what I said. Should have hushed. Yeah, good for her. Good for her. That's what she needed, though. Right, I know how to shut up and ate my food. You know who your beef was with, but since you couldn't keep that lady name out your mouth, don't worry about it. Lala say Khaleesi was mad, and girl, that was the beat to your song. You didn't make that, dummy. Right. Didn't make it. But you mad because the person who actually owns the rights collected the money. Talking about this lady should have called you. Why? Has she ever called you? He'll say, well, I have another complaint. The album wasn't all that, to be honest. I ain't got nothing to do with whether the album was all that. I'm talking about Khaleesi and her silly behind. And now you don't even have credits on it. And the truth of the matter is, whether you liked it, didn't like it, loved it, or hated it, the girl is iconic. She's superstar status, and it would have been better to have your name connected than not. Taffy says she didn't know how to keep her mouth shut. Sure didn't. The mark of the stupid. Yeah, that was a real boss move. Learn to love myself. Say she should have used that to become relevant again. That's what I said. She should have used it to become relevant. That's what she should have did. Used it to become relevant instead of thinking beefing or saying something rude and nasty was going to make her relevant. Shanika say all Khaleesi had to do was be quiet. That's it. That's it. Now ain't nobody got to worry about you. Who are you? Jacob say now she cutting future money and opportunities. I guess she can join the others and sell fish plates outside the venues. Well, that might be her next move. Yeah, that's who she need to sue, was for real, and that's who name she should have had in her mouth instead of going after another sister or and the only thing that sister did was pay for something from the person who owns it. That was some hateful crap that stupid heifer did. Now look at you. poor and stupid. Well, she ain't poor. She got that money she got from Nas. But now you just stupid and sitting out there on your phone. Hey, Phyllis, looking stupid out there on that phone. Yeah, go on back to cooking. Ain't nobody interested, but go back to doing that. Lala say she could have got paid on the back end. Now you stuck looking dumb all day long. Why she didn't try to parlay that into something is what I don't know. Hate don't never parlay into nothing. I mean, into absolutely nothing. So anyway, I just thought that was funny. So I had to lead up the funny papers with that. Listen here, in the words of Nene Leakes, you never win when you play dirty. You never win when you play dirty. So I had to go ahead and lead with that story in the funny papers. Lala say she could have got paid on the back end, and I agree. Sure could have got paid on the back end. So also very funny, and in the funny papers, honey, Georgia residents are not allowed to claim embryos as dependents on their taxes. I love it. So most stuff for the ashy, grungy, dusty baby daddy crew to cry about. Oh yes. So now expected parents, expected mothers can receive $3,000 per unborn child. Oh yes. Taxpayers expecting a baby on or after July 20th to December 31st can claim their embryos, baby. Yep, y'all want to force them to keep them? Let's get in line to pay for them. I love it. I like it. Just like I like that the men can be charged back support all the way to the point of conception. I love it. I love it. And ever since these announcements like this been coming out, I ain't seen the Dust Dish Committee celebrating no more. I wonder why they stopped celebrating, y'all. One of y'all call them. Lala said, guess she won't be getting extra milkshakes at the Chick-fil-A line. Nope, sure won't. Phyllis said, we know Khaleesi's a little bit touched just jumping in. But why should she be out of opportunities? Because it's Beyonce she going after. Nobody told her to be out of opportunities. Beyonce just took off her album. She can get all the opportunities she wants. My thing is, don't attack another sister for the hell of it. Keep your beef with who your beef is with. If you mad with Pharrell, keep it at Pharrell. Stop attacking other sisters because it's popular or because you see it's a sister that everybody attacks, so it's cool to do it. Let's just jump on it. Absolutely not. She got what she deserved. Get back out there on that farm. Tom G say, no, go back to cooking on that farm of hers. That's right. Get on back out there, old McDonald. Get right on back out there. Robin S. knew how to handle it. Child, Robin S. was so happy and showed love, and Beyoncé showed her some love, and it was a black woman love fest. Girl, I love you. Girl, I love you. Child, you beautiful. Child, you beautiful. And everybody went on about their day. And you never know. Robin S. might end up on a stage somewhere with the girl. You know what I'm saying? You never know what could happen. Why close doors when you can leave them open? That was just stupid. So if she lose opportunities, girl, she did that to herself. Kia say, as they should, since the government said embryo is life. That's right. That's what I said. Girl, you ain't know. That's why you got to tune in to the Florida Negro News. Yes, so I thought that was absolutely wonderful. I thought it was wonderful, and it makes me happy. It makes me happy that these sisters can get their money, honey, and I like it. Get your money. Everybody want to try to make y'all keep churning and control what's going on in your uterus. Well, why are you controlling it? Make sure you pay that money. Because, see, in the middle of trying to influence stuff and have control over things, I was told that you got to pay the cost to be the boss. You got to pay the cost to be the boss. Now, y'all know I told y'all I was worried about little Krishan Rock, right? The little girl with the tooth and the little blue faced boy. Remember? They're not saying womb care. They're calling it a dependent on your taxes, a full-fledged dependent that's out here walking around eating meat and wearing shoes. That's what they call it. Right. That's what I thought about too. If you lose the baby, then what? It is what it is. As long as she got her paperwork, ain't nothing they can do. But we got to talk about little Krishan, po baby. So it's a video that made the rounds where this boy hit this child. I don't like it. It's bothering me. It is bothering me. It is bothering me. So apparently, he put his hands on this girl. I already had a feeling that he was beating on that girl or hitting her and stuff. I think we could all tell. We could all tell that it was a dangerous situation, that he was abusive toward that girl, definitely not handling that child right and treating her all kind of way. And then now sitting up, after all that, and Krishan just hanging on, and they went to fighting. He put his hands on, and they went to fighting and going on. And then now he putting her on the on online and talking about what it's gonna take to end their relationship, and just trying to completely humiliate her. But they got into a whole physical altercation. I don't know. I just feel like this whole thing is just bad. I don't know who loves this girl. Hey, Tara Hill, but somebody need to do something to help her. Yeah, that's very disturbing. She the oldest. I don't think she got nobody. You know what I'm saying? We saw the sister, but I don't think she really got nobody to look after her. And this man is really taking advantage of her. Right. His dusty behind mama talking about something. Do you need us to come over there? For what? He just had his friends beat up you and his sister. You so happy that your son is abusing this girl. Tom G said if he could do that to her in public, my stomach turns at the thought of what happens behind closed doors. Oh, yeah. Be Nice say, did Khalees ever have any credit? She wasn't mad because she wasn't getting credit. She wasn't getting paid either way, right? Absolutely wasn't getting paid. Credit was there, but you still showing your behind. Queen Me say that's how she lost her tooth in the first place. He had them girls show up and beat her up. Right. And then constantly taking her tooth to make her walk around without a tooth and all that stupid stuff. Right. This little boy is useless. Useless. Lala said, I'm sad for her. Where are other people? Where are her people? It's not okay. It's not. I was really sitting here like, it's unbelievable. It is really unbelievable. I really and truly wish she would just walk away. Mm-mm. Y'all, that really made me feel some type of way. I ain't like it. I ain't like that. That did not give me good feelings at all. And she seems like such a nice girl. Mm-mm. And then his mama so messy, talking about I plead the blood of Jesus over my child and posting a screenshot of Krishan's Instagram and circling that she had 666 followers. Whatever. Whatever. You ought to be ashamed of yourself that that's your son. You should be embarrassed that that's what you raised. While you online clowning, I would if I had went online, I would have clearly went online to let it be known I do not approve of my son's behavior. I don't stand up for this. I don't cut for this. And he can't come home till he fix it. Phyllis say, why do we feel sorry for her when she's not leaving a toxic situation? Because we're human, we're women, and we can tell that this girl came from a bad situation. She's being abused and she's mentally not okay. And that's why we feel sorry for her, Phyllis. You might not, but I do. I am a mother. And this child needs help. And I feel bad that she don't have a mama like me because he wouldn't have touched my girl. He wouldn't have touched my girl. Now I know how you are, Phyllis. I know you don't really cut for the black babies like that, but I do. That is a young woman, and she's lost, and she needs family. Black Cherry say this poor girl, Lord cover her. The boy is really gonna hurt her. Why isn't he in jail? Because the only person he hurting is a little black girl. That's why. Kia say because she's a young girl who apparently wasn't love correct. Thank you, sis. Yvette say it's sad to see. He has no shame. It's alarming. The DV amongst younger couples. I'm telling you. And these dusty black men feel like it's okay to abuse young black women like this, these babies like this, because too many people don't care about our girls. I'm sorry, but I do. And let me take that back. I ain't sorry worth a darn. Right. That's a whole baby. Hell up out of here. Why we feel sorry for. I don't know how you was using that we. That must have been the royal we. Because the we over here, we care about them. King Sankara say these mamas lately just need to sit back between her and Chris Rocks. Yeah. Really do need to sit back somewhere. So why wouldn't we feel so? Yeah, she's just a child. I'm not putting it on you, Phyllis. You keep putting that on yourself. Every time something happened with a young black person or a black child, you seem to not understand that we're supposed to be protective or caring toward them. So you're doing that to yourself, sis. I ain't do it to you. I ain't gonna knock you for it, but we gonna keep it real over here if we don't do nothing else. God's anointed daughter say, I'm telling you, couldn't be my child, because baby, he would see me up close and personal. Hey, sis, either that or he wouldn't see me coming. Deandra say this is so sad. She should be somewhere beating her son behind. Thank you. No son of mine. No son of mine could ever. If you don't want the girl, you tired of her, take her back to her people. Number one, I'm not ever going to agree to no son of mine shacking up with a woman. If you care about her, marry her. Go see her people. Do the needful. Whatever they require you to do to marry the girl, go and marry her proper into your house. Treat her like somebody. Respect her. Do what you're supposed to do. If you get where y'all can't work it out and the counseling ain't working and the preaching ain't working, if y'all just can't work it out, then you take that girl back to her people. You don't go to putting your hands on nobody's child. Now that's just that. And I raised my son right. He went and got him a wife and put her in his house like he was supposed to. Kids say, but when you aren't loved correctly, when you aren't loved correctly when you're young, you are bound to wind up in situations like this. She's such a cute, pretty girl and funny. There's no telling how far her star will shine away from him. I'm telling you, God sometimes be trying to violently rip stuff apart when you hanging on to it. Right. That is the assignment we were given as parents, and to protect these babies at all costs. Right. Yay. You know what I'm saying? We got love for you, baby, but that's your keyboard. Right. She needs somebody to step in. She need an auntie or somebody. Renee said, couldn't be my niece, my friend's daughter, my godchild, nothing. Nothing. She couldn't be none of those things to me. And he up there putting his hands on her with his little mangy looking self. I swear he looks stink. And she's so damaged. She up here posting, talking about no money in the world can make me leave you. You might as well call the psych ward to get me out this V. So she's still hanging on. Poor baby. Lord have mercy. God help her. God help her. Because this is really pitiful. King Sankara says, whether she has strength to leave the relationship is inconsequential. I see loving all of these black queens in full support. I see all of these black queens. I love seeing all these black queens in full support of this young black woman. Absolutely. Absolutely. All day. Lala says exactly. She's obviously lost and lonely. Not caring about young women like her is the reason why so many young women like her end up missing and aren't alive today. Exactly. Exactly. Girl, you say couldn't even been a neighbor. Couldn't even been a neighbor. Kids say, I don't even know and I want to put hands on him for attacking. Girl, say it again. Listen, bad knee and all. Girl, I would slide on a knee brace and some icy hot and really put some work on that little boy. Somebody need to put some work on him. I had to report on that because he was doing something to my nerves. Mm-mm. Zelene said, I tell my daughters, don't let no man love you to death. When he calls you out your name and try to control you, it's time to go. He ain't got to call you out your name. You better not cuss at me. You better not cuss at me. God's anointed daughter says, it's hurtful to see. I'm always going to ride for my sisters all day. All day. Phyllis, listen. Again, I'm not going to knock you for your opinion. But again, let me ask you, are you speaking French? Is this the royal we? Who is we? Because you clearly do not support young Black people or Black children. So who is we? How does this one concern you, sis? Who is we? We're going to support because this is a young Black woman that's in trouble. You don't have to support. You clearly don't care. So I'm trying to figure out who is we? Who is this we? Ou est-ce que vous parlez français? Like, who are you speaking French? Like, are you from Haiti or Zanti, Congo, Cameroon? Are you speaking French? Like, what are we doing? Because a lot of our sisters here ne pas parler français. They don't understand. No choice to do. So you're gonna have to stick to English. Black Cherry say that's that toxicity. He's broken her down to nothing. And that child, her beginning was rough. She needs someone to pull her out. Let's pray for her. Yeah, absolutely. But you can't. But here's the thing: all Black women don't fall under the same umbrella. You're not a part of the Black women who actually care about Black children and young Black people. So you can't include yourself in us. You're not a part of the same collective as us. You belong to a subset of Black women who don't care about Black children and young Black people. So I'm still trying to figure out: are we speaking French or is this the royal we? That's what I'm trying to talk about. Because I'm talking about as it relates to what we talking about. And as far as what we talking about, it sounds like you don't have a dog in the fight. And that's okay. Because there's some stuff that I could care less about. So if you don't care about them, did. But please don't use we when you're not included in the collective right now. The collective on this conversation, you've extracted yourself from. You're right. You on the island with this one. Kia said it right. You on the island. And that's okay. I stand alone on a lot of issues. It's cool. But, let's not front now. Black chairs, if you understand, it's not that Phyllis don't understand. Phyllis don't care. And that's Phyllis right not to care. It's a lot of stuff I don't care about that other Black folks care about. But if she don't care, that's her right. But, ain't no we here. I think she's on her own. I don't think there's anybody standing with her on this one. SS said, I tried Googling who are we talking about? Krishan Rock and Blueface. The young lady with the tooth. The one I told y'all that boy was going to steal that tooth from her. Hey, Sharon Fauna. Renee said, just pray that your daughter/son will never be in this type of situation, Phyllis. If they do, then we'll see how you feel. Right. That's, some people it's got to be personal for them. Emmett Till mama said that. She always felt like racism was the Negroes in the South problem until it became her problem. When it came to her doorstep, then she understood. So maybe that's when she'll understand. It's no big deal. It's not a big deal. Like we ain't got to persecute nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's cool though. It's cool. You got to let people have their opinions. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with not caring about something. If you don't, you don't. Yeah, right. You are speaking for yourself. That's why I'm saying, who is we? You just said it yourself. You are speaking for yourself. Who is attacking you? Did I attack you or were you attacked in the comments? Because I didn't attack you. I just told the truth. Don't take it personal. Because I don't take it personal when you don't agree with me. So don't take it personal when I have an opinion about your opinion, which is that this is something that you don't care about. That's cool. You're not being attacked. Like, this ain't the best place to be sensitive, sis, because I just keep it real. I'm not sensitive about nothing. Lala says some people don't know how to show or care about what goes on with Black women, even if they are Black women. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, I don't know who attacked Phyllis because I hope she don't think I attacked her because I'm not attacking nobody. Everybody got a right to their opinion. Everybody. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not slow. I promise you I ain't slow, that Cali girl. Y'all know that. I just talk like this. I just talk like this. And I do that on purpose. Oh, you talking about somebody in the chat attacked you. Oh, okay. I'm about to say, because, I don't attack nobody. I give everybody room to care about what they care about. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Right, DeAndre? We don't attack nobody, man. Hey, hands up. Don't shoot. Ain't nobody going to attack you in here, to my knowledge. Yvette say no one is attacking you. We're giving our opinion. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to stay out of it because she says she not saying I attacked. I'm going to stay out of it. Everybody grown in the chat. Everybody grown. Y'all, long as ain't nobody cussing and saying nothing mean, I'm good. But yeah, that's just it's just unfortunate. Unfortunate. Right on the streets of Hollywood, in public, out in the open. Mind you, she going to the premiere for her show. You up there being seen with her while she doing her thing. Mind you, you ain't doing nothing. It's what it looked like to me. I don't know. Ooh, child. I don't know. I'm not doing that. Yeah, no one's gonna attack anybody. I want everybody to be nice. Okay, if y'all don't mind, let's everybody be nice. Also, on a bit of a funnier note, I don't know who's gonna watch Herb Gotti's docu-series because I guess he's gonna do a docu-series on Murder Inc. all the way up to him being arrested and everything else. So let's see how that um Lord have mercy. I guess this is people, this is their time. Phyllis says, no, not at all. I followed you here from other YouTube pages. You're a true comedian to me. This is really my opinion, just like everyone else. Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome, sis. Like, you don't have to explain. Like, you welcome here. Like, I don't want you to go nowhere. I'm not running you off. I hope you don't think I'm running you off. Yeah, I'm not running you nowhere. Like, I try to watch the chat to make sure ain't nobody saying nothing disrespectful. But if anything like that happen, please feel free to hit me on the email in my inbox and let me know. Just let me know and I'll handle it. Yeah, I didn't see nobody say nothing ugly. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I guess this is like the time for everybody to come out claiming credit to stuff and saying somebody stole something from them. So now we got this girl over here in the UK that ain't nobody never heard of. Now she talking about Cardi B used a beat from her before she had her big break, and talking about now she a millionaire. And I got paid $0. But this was before she got her break. Nobody never heard the song, and Cardi responded and was like, "Girl, I made $2 off that song, and do you want the other dollar?" Cardi is hilarious, and what's sad is Cardi the one from her. She the one for her. Y'all mute for a second. I'm finna listen to this right here. I mean, I try to be. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I ain't gonna run nobody off. It ain't like that. Everybody's welcome. Yeah, I don't need an echo chamber. My voice is strong enough on its own. If nobody agrees with me, I'm good. And I don't have to say we when I talk. When I talk, I stand on my own. And I know I have a lot of unpopular opinions. However, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. But I don't want nobody to feel like they ran off. Everybody, I don't need nobody to agree. It's cool. Hey, Ronnie F. That's right. Welcome, Phyllis. You welcome. Like it ain't like that. I like when people have their own opinions. Right. That's what I'm saying. She didn't get rich off your beat. What is you talking about? You say tell her you'll pay her when Tasha pay you. I don't feel like Cardi owe her nothing. Y'all, I'm finna mute like 1 second because I want to hear a little bit of this so I can put this to bed. Hold on. Okay, so I just heard a clip of this mess. I just heard a clip of this mess, and I'm with Cardi. Do you want the other dollar? Girl, y'all, it was something so old and pitiful. Cardi hadn't had no break. This was before the teeth got fixed. This is before Love and Hip Hop. This is literally, and she added the girl playing a clip of this song talking about cheap A weave. I can't believe it. I can't believe you got this cheap A weave. Like it's real dry, real whack, real old. Cardi ain't made no money off this. So what if she a millionaire now? She ain't make no money off that. So what is she supposed to give you some money for? What is she supposed to give you some money for? Like I'm confused. I'm confused. No, let me mute something else real quick. Hold on. Yeah, so she used the beat. She definitely didn't steal your idea. It was a beat. And I'm sure whatever happened with that beat is long gone. They ain't made no money off it. And I guess you can claim, as Cardi says, the other dollar. So I guess this is just the season for clout chasers to come up trying to get their name heard, talking about people who are already eating. I don't like it. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I don't like it. And the fact that you black doing this is real embarrassing. And then she gonna post the little video that she had bouncing around with a cheap weave and a baseball cap on. I don't know if I would have paid it. I don't know if I would have posted this and showed that I made a song with cheap weave to a beat that she used to make a song called Cheap Weave. Like you could have posted the song without playing your video. She wanted to make sure people seen her. Even after we see you, don't nobody want to see you. This is embarrassing. And I'm glad Cardi responded. She made a mistake because I don't know who she thought Belle Catalyst was. Y'all know she ignorant. She responded to everybody in the comments. Mm-mm. Yeah, absolutely not. Cardi is funny. So I guess this is what it is. She talk. I guess a lady Leisure. I don't know who you are, girl, but that wig is in dire straits. That wig is in the ICU, even in your profile picture. So I don't know who this girl is, but I thought it was funny. Um, it's giving. It's really giving some strange energy. So now let me tell y'all this. Remember I told y'all about the Airbnb letting them people post that slave cottage on the Airbnb. Child, why Airbnb don't remove the slave cottage from their listing as a bed and breakfast after the backlash, talking about we apologize for any trauma or grief created by the presence of this listing. What you apologizing for? Because you got caught? Yeah, girl, this heifer from the UK that don't nobody know. I don't know her. We don't know this woman. Who you? Hoppo, who this woman? Who you date? Yeah, she had on that Shirlene wig. Yo, listen, I'ma say this. That Miss Shirlene song smack. Y'all heard that song by Miss Shirlene? I thought a chick with one pair of shoes said something. Y'all heard that song? Ain't nothing like a girl with one pair of shoes saying nothing. I say not one pair of shoes. That song by Miss Charlene slaps. It slaps. It really does. You heard of her? I ain't never heard of her. Never heard of her. And when I seen her, it wasn't nothing to see. Yeah, that wig in the ICU. And you gonna sit up here and put your little tide video up of you in a crop top tank with a baseball cap and a cheap weave to a beat that she went and made a cheap weave song about. Girl, stop. Apologize with reparations or shut up. Exactly. Not even a one-hit wonder. Instead, you left us wondering who the hell you are. And who put that wig on you? That Cali girl said because we were hitting them pockets. Airbnb know what they were doing. Yeah, they knew what they was doing. You say she talented, but Cardi don't owe her anything. That was way before Cardi had any money. Right. And I wouldn't know if she talented because we don't know her over here. I think that's the part that she forgetting is that we don't know you. I honestly feel like this was her attempt at crossing over into the US market. Bad move, baby. You'd have did better to reach out to Cardi and say, can we do a collabo? Because back in the day, you used my beat and I thought your song was cool. Even if you didn't, you should have tried to collab with her or something and came and did your thing with your accent. And girl, it could have been something. I don't know what it is with this trying to hate for clout. Don't hate for clout. Don't do that. It's tacky. It make you look like your clothes wrinkle. Don't do it. Real tacky. Tom said Lady Lesher also said they tried to pay her to write a diss track against Nicki Minaj and she refused allegedly. She said that, but where's your paperwork? At this point, you suspect, baby. You suspect. Who are you? And I'm going to still say who that. Because you was really trying to get our attention over here. And we know you was trying to get our attention over here. Because apparently the people in the UK already know you. So you was trying to get our attention over here at Cardi like Cardi wasn't going to ask you back for your other dollar. Yeah, it wasn't even half a hit. We didn't even know Cardi did that terrible song about some cheap weave. Black Cherry says she did a song called Brush Your Teeth some years back. I found her on YouTube. I'm dead. This Lady Lesher person did a song called Brush Your Teeth. Lala said that song couldn't even make it on the Billboard Hot 1000. On the 1 million. On the 1 million, they couldn't have made it. Cardi up in there getting her nails done, making faces and acting crazy, talking about cheap weave. Yvette say she was with Rock Nation a few years back and they dropped her because she wouldn't beef with Nicki. That's what she say, right? Did she have any receipts? We need text messages, emails, or something, a recording or somebody to corroborate. Because we know just from that little boy that lied on Mace, people lie. I don't take nobody word for nothing. And the move she just made makes, I don't know, I'm suspect. To me, she's suspect. Renee say they had them slave Airbnbs in a lot of places. Shame on them. A Dustish Ninja even had one up. Girl, no. No, now. Yeah, Airbnb know what they're doing. I'm telling you, after this last little go around with them, we're not fooling with them no more. I don't see it. I don't really see it for them. They're going to have to do something else. They're going to have to do something else. This ain't it. This ain't it at all. I'm not really feeling it. Child, then child, that's the other thing with Poe Beyonce. So they got mad because she used the word spaz in a song. I didn't even know that was a clear people term for somebody who has disabilities. We don't know clear people slang because we're not clear. So they say because in their slang it means something else. So then you can't use it. So she went and took that out of her song too. Like, whatever. It's gone. Don't even worry about it. So yeah, this is about to be very interesting. Huh? No, yeah, I'm not telling that story. Y'all, every now and then it be some stories that your sis can't talk about. It's some stories I see that I can't talk about. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I just seen one that I ain't touching. I ain't touching it at all. I'm done. On that note, I'm done. I just seen something so ridiculous that even I got to call it quits. I can't take it. That's it, and that's all for me. Yeah, no, I'm not going. I'm not going. No, no. Oh, and Usher got engaged. I don't know if y'all care. She's clear adjacent and funny looking. So just so y'all know, I don't know if you care at all, but just so you know, he's engaged, and Black China done filed a motion to dismiss the revenge adult video case because they done had a settlement. Her and Rob Kardashian child. So wait a minute. Maybe I could tell this one. Yeah, I'm not telling that one either. Y'all know me. It's some stuff I be sitting there like, I ain't finna tell it. No, no, no. And Tom talk about give us a clue. No, It's some stuff that I know to be quiet on. I know y'all don't care. Usher done got engaged. Like, child, who cares? Who cares, Ursha? Say it must be a mess. Yeah, it's a mess. Anytime it's so bad, I'm not finna talk about it. I'm telling you. I'm finna get up off here and listen to Miss Charlene. Say every time you laugh, it makes me more intrigued. I'm gonna stop laughing. Yeah, I'm worried about this Taiwan visit too. I'm like literally kind of keeping my eye on the news to see what happened next because like I don't have a good feeling about this, y'all. I don't have a good feeling about it at all. I don't. I don't feel good about it. Mm-mm. Why y'all always trying to make me say some stuff I don't need to say? Oh, no, no. Dora talk about go to Patreon and say it. Right. Listen. Somebody say that they want the B2K. Somebody want that B2K. That bump, bump, bump. Sunshine, sunshine. Say so. It's something you can't say in front of company. Let's move. Not this time. Not this time. Mm-mm. Lord, now you going back to don't leave me this way. Mm-mm. No, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. I'm just not finna talk about it. I'm not finna talk about that. Mm-mm. Child. Oh, and y'all better watch Wall Street too, as it pertains to this visit. Cause they already getting a little shaky. They already getting a little shaky. Mm. Y'all, I'm just watching. I'm just watching, but we'll see if anything else happened real funny with the whole Taiwan visit. I will come back live and let y'all know. I will run my big mouth. I promise. Hey, okay. No, y'all go check the blogs. It's in the blogs. When y'all get to the blogs and y'all see it, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. I'm not doing it. I'm not going. Y'all, no, it's just something silly. It's not even enough to go back there for. It's only one story. It's only one story. Okay, what I do is we'll do a Patreon later and we'll talk about all the ridiculous stuff that I don't want to talk out here about on the front porch. Give me a few hours. We'll go on Patreon later and we'll talk about all the ridiculous stuff on the back porch on Patreon. Deal? Is that a deal, y'all? Is that a deal? And I still promise to come live if anything else happened with that Taiwan situation that we need to talk about. Do we have a deal? That I will come back in a few hours and we'll go on Patreon and we'll talk about all the ridiculous stuff on the back porch. Is that a deal? Can I get that one? Yeah, I promise. I promise, Jackie. If we can get a deal, Sunshine say that's a deal. Okay, that Cali girl say that's fair. Okay, all right. Okay, if it's a deal, y'all give me a few hours. Y'all know my kid here, man. Give me a few hours to get my children squared away, and we'll be on the back porch and we'll go crawling through social media so we can laugh at the foolishness that I am not about to talk about out in the open, because I will end up saying stupid stuff. And y'all know I end up saying stupid stuff. So I can't be out here on the front porch saying stupid stuff. Okay? Yeah, I got a Patreon, Zaleen. It's just patreon.com/Shanitra. Same name. Everything real simple. Okay? Y'all accept that? Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Y'all know I say dumb stuff. So I can't be out here saying some of the ridiculous things that I be saying. Okay? Because there's some stuff I want to talk about. These people ain't even celebrities, but it's the made the blogs. And I really want to talk about it, but I say, no, Nitra. No, don't say it. Don't say it. Hold your mouth. Hold your mouth. You know, the real silly stuff happen behind closed doors. Sometimes we have some real conversations in Patreon too. But at the same time, that's where a lot of the foolishness can go on. Okay. Yep, Renee. I promise to text you and make sure you know when we get back there. Okay? But in the meanwhile, I'm finna get up out of here before y'all get me in trouble. Because y'all be wanting to get me in trouble. I already see this. I already see it. So I'm finna get up out of here, man. I love y'all so much. Even though y'all be trying to get me in trouble. I know what it is. I know what it is. But it's cool. I'm gonna try to eat something. Give me something else to drink. Take me a little bit of more, a little more medicine for my throat. And then we'll be on the back porch in a few hours. Hey, Lily. And we're gonna get our laugh. We're gonna get our laugh on the back porch over in Patreon in a few hours. I appreciate you, ladies. We'll jump on here first to make sure we back that train up and there jump on. Okay. But in the meanwhile, y'all, let's hit them 3 free buttons. Hit the like button because it's free. Please and thank you. Please hit the notification bell because it's free. Sometimes it works, sometimes don't, but it's cool. Hit that button because it's free, please. And once you hit the notification bell, make sure you click all so you'll know every time we go live over here on this porch. And also, please, please, please hit the subscribe button. If your subscribe button is red, that means that you're not subscribed. That means that it's gray. Gray is subscribed, red is not subscribed. So please subscribe and feel free to share these videos so that way other people can get the news from the good FNN, Florida Negro News Network. Okay, share these videos. I appreciate you guys, and remember, God loves you, I love you, and ain't nothing in the world you can do about it. And some of you ladies, I will see you in a few hours on that back porch in Patreon. Talk to y'all later. Bye now.